live for more than 3 seconds. A few words on the wallet for a moment. As you see here, there's a wallet and I can buy tokens, for example. This wallet is not mentioned in the terms and conditions. I can't tell you whether this wallet that they've provided here, is this a custodial or a non-custodial wallet? Most likely, this is a custodial wallet, which they control. Web3War is a first-person shooter game that is available for Windows. It is associated with the token FPS, which is native to the Zilliqa blockchain. The game works, and so does the ZilLiqa blockchain. The creators of ZilLiqa, their claim to fame is in a white paper where they outline a novel way to shard or to divide up a blockchain's computation by using a special programming language and analysis technique for the smart contracts. According to the white paper, which is actually quite high quality, they do invent a novel programming language, a functional programming language, and they do present and then test a method of sharding computation that yields about a 5x, five-fold increase in throughput under a practical load scenario that they analyzed. So yes, there is a performance increase, but note that ZilLiqa blockchain transactions don't seem to take any shorter to actually confirm. And this is because throughput is one measure of speed and another measure of speed is latency. And it is with latency that most blockchains have trouble with, while throughput is something that can be quite easily adjusted by increasing the computation power behind the blockchain. Even Bitcoin can be improved in this way. So for example, the throughput limitation in Bitcoin, which is famous for being slow, is not the fact that it's using proof of work, as many claim, but it is because the size of blocks in the blockchain itself is actually quite small. Even Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin, has said that Bitcoin itself can scale. What he basically says, and this is in an email from more than 10 years ago, the existing Visa credit card network processes about 15 million internet purchases per day worldwide. Bitcoin can already scale much larger than that with existing hardware for a fraction of the cost. It never really hits a scale ceiling. If you're interested, I can go over the ways it would cope with extreme size, but by Moore's law, we can expect hardware speed to be 10 times faster in 5 years, 100 times faster in 10. So even if Bitcoin grows at a crazy adoption rate, I think computer speeds will stay ahead of the number of transactions. And this Satoshi Nakamoto states this explicitly in his email number 3 from the exchange with Mr. Malmi. ZilLiqa does seem like a healthy ecosystem with many participating projects, including big names and major centralized exchanges. It is hosted on a gaming marketplace or a gaming hub called Fusion with a 1 in the middle that reminds me of Steam. In that it has its own functionality and you can have more games on it and NFTs and other things that you can buy. For now, it only has Web3War though, so that's the only game you can play. When you create an account in Fusion, you are directed to try their market, which is supposed to have stuff to buy. And if I click this market here, I'm supposed to see things that I can buy, skins, but they don't display for some reason. I suspect it might have to do with some configuration issue or maybe some not so quite perfect DOS attack prevention measure that they have implemented. A few words on the wallet for a moment. As you see here, there's a wallet and I can buy tokens, for example. This wallet is not mentioned in the terms and conditions, which are extensive. I read the terms and conditions. There's a lot of privacy related information. They disclose what they do with your data. And they also tell you that you're not allowed to tinker with the gaming hub software. I tried to find a seed phrase for it, but I couldn't. If you go in here, there's no seed phrase here. There aren't very many things that you can do. You can swap here, so there's a way to swap, but there isn't really a way to check the seed phrase. I can't tell you whether this wallet that they've provided here, is this a custodial or a non-custodial wallet. Non-custodial is the one you control. Custodial is the one they control. And this means that most likely this is a custodial wallet, which they control. Okay. Funding the wallet. First off, a few complaints. As you can see here, there is a blockchain address that I need to deposit the money into, and there's no QR code to help me with this. I had to copy the address. So before I go into the game, I will say one thing. The game is clearly not designed for people who do not handle crypto themselves. And the main option when you're buying tokens is to get ZIL tokens is by buying them online with a credit card, and that's the top link. And if you go there, it'll take you to a website for a card processor, and you will be paying 10% in fees. Not for me. I got my tokens on Binance and I transferred them out. I got exactly 100 FPS on the ZilSwap. ZilSwap looks like this. You can connect a wallet and you can swap tokens. So here on ZilSwap is how I got my FPS tokens. I then transferred them to Torch wallet on my mobile. 100 FPS tokens is about $20 at today's exchange rate. And this is what is required to get a Seasons Pass, the way you get a Seasons Pass in the game. So here's Web3War. The game looks like it has decent 3D graphics. I'm not an expert in games, by the way, as you're going to find out in a moment. The first thing I'm going to try to do is get the Seasons Pass. I haven't tried this yet. I'm trying this live right now. Here's 101 ZIL coins and 100 FPS, so I can now go ahead and buy the Seasons or stake. Staking means that the FPS should be refundable, which is an important distinction between just paying a subscription and, for example, using a token, a utility token, to obtain a season pass. Okay, seems like I have a season pass. So season pass is already acquired, and then I can play the game. There's some weapons that I can choose. Here's my loadout one. They're very standard loadouts. So the thing that I'm going to do is play the regular match. See if it can match me up with somebody. Good or not. It does seem like it's smooth enough. Okay, as you can see, the gameplay is fine. It does look like the gameplay is smooth. I didn't see any glitches. There was nothing preventing me from playing. Yes, I suck. But other than that, the game works, and the verdict for the project is this is not a rug pull. It's a genuine, well-executed game, even though if it's limited with the number of maps and campaigns that you can do, there aren't very many. You can just play against others, and obviously it is designed for people who wish to come every day and they have significant skills where they can rack up some points. I'm not going to be getting any benefits from the season pass, but you might, and I do recommend this. It does play like a nice modern first-person shooter. Thank you.